Hello, I am Husky Light and welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. First of all, thank you for all your likes, your shares, your subscribes, your Google Pluses. It all means so much to me. Thank you so much. Really, really, really appreciate it. Quick introduction really. I've been on YouTube since December, something like that, and I think every month it's taken me a little bit of time to decide on my style of doing things, how I want to do things, and getting into a rhythm with it. And after doing last month's stars and doing a little introduction at the beginning, I'm sort of thinking I quite like doing this, and I quite prefer to do it this way and then go into the stars and tell you a little bit about the astrology, not a lot because I'm not an astrologist, but just say a little bit about it and what's going on and a little catch up, and we can go into the stars then. Plus I've got you as a captive audience. If you don't like it, you have to physically skip this bit to get to your stars. Sorry. So to start off with, I hope you all had a great April. We have got in May, we've got no more solar eclipses, no more lunar eclipses, thank goodness, until September. Is the next partial solar eclipse, I think. So until then, we've got no more of that. So I think May in general may be a little bit quieter than April was. There was a lot of changes in April due to the eclipses. Even if you physically didn't have changes to go through, I think a lot of us internally had changes. I think a lot of us internally had different ways of looking at things. I think our perspectives changed in a lot of ways. Our feelings changed, our situations changed. And yeah, on an internal basis, even if it wasn't seen on a physical, external basis, I think a lot of things did change, and a lot of things are still changing and still in the process of changing. So, let me get my notes. This month we've got our full moon on May the 4th. Now, I am not an astrologist. I will talk about the full moon and the new moon simply because I love the law of attraction. I love to manifest things. I'm a co-creator. So what I will do is talk about when those are. And so May the 4th is our full moon, which is great. So hopefully things that we've put into, set our intentions with the new moon in April will start to come to the fore for this full moon. Now, if you set new intentions in April and they haven't come through yet and they haven't happened yet, don't give up. Don't go, oh God, it didn't work, I'm not bothering with that again this month. Do it again. Do it every month. This is not a fly-by-night, I'm going to try it for 10 minutes and if it doesn't work, that's it. Law of attraction, manifestation, co-creation is all about you being positive and wanting the things that you want and thinking about the things that you want and putting the right intentions behind them. So if it doesn't, if you can't see it coming through this month, try it again. It might be that you've got some sort of deep internal block that is stopping it coming through. It might be some huge thing that you want to manifest, like a new house or a car, or and you think you can't do it because it's just too big and it's going to take longer. Well, set your intentions again on the new moon this month. Now, your next new moon is on the 18th of May, so that is the day that you want to put 20-30 minutes aside and just do your new intentions. And if you want to make them the same as last month, the intentions that you set out last month, because they all haven't come through yet and you still want them and you still desire them, go for it, put them down again. The 17-second rule, you think about it every day for at least 17 seconds to get the ball rolling, to get the momentum going and to get you wanting it and for it to manifest. So don't give up after 1 month, please don't. What else is happening during this month? We've got Mercury going into retrograde actually on the 18th, which is also our new moon, and it's going to stay retrograde until June the 11th. We know that when Mercury goes retrograde, it starts to bring up old emotions, situations. We start going backwards, which is a real pain at times. But this month, if it starts to bring up emotions that we've tried to hide, old stuff that starts bubbling up to the surface again this month, deal with it. Deal with it so we can get rid of it for good this time. If it's bubbling up again, it's something that we need to deal with. It gives us a great opportunity actually to feel the feelings that are coming up, to feel the fear around these emotions that might be coming up. And you're thinking, why am I feeling this again? I thought I got rid of it. Try and get to the root of it. Try and find out exactly why you're feeling it again. Get it sorted, get it fixed, get rid of it. And this is what Mercury retrograde does, and this is why it likes to come up every so often, even though we don't like it coming up that often. It'll be a lot of buried things that we've tried to bury, but you know what happens. They always come back up to haunt us if we try and hide them. So that's that. What else? Not a lot else really. Regarding that, we've got the full moon on the 4th, so things from last month hopefully should manifest. New moon is when you set your intentions again on the 18th. Now, setting intentions, and I'm not going to go into much into spells and stuff at this time, but law of attraction, setting your intentions and everything is almost the same as making a spell, producing a spell, a magic spell. It's just that when you use a spell, you are using props, you're using candles and incense and things like that, and a parchment paper, wax, all that sort of thing. And what you're doing is you're basically doing the same thing as setting your intentions up, but you're putting it into a spell, so you're using props for it. So in a way, it might actually help some of you to manifest something. It might help some of you produce something because you're using props, so you make it stronger and you make your intention stronger by doing it as a spell as opposed to setting your intentions and doing it as the law of attraction. So they are very, very similar, and some of you might go, oh, I don't like spells and that's not good, I'm not getting involved in that. But in a way, it is just a different way of manifesting things. So for some of you, if you're not having much luck in setting your intentions and writing them down, then maybe a simple spell on the new moon, who knows. But anyway, that's something else different to go into. So I've done my astrology bit, I've talked about the new moons, I've talked about Mercury in retrograde, and I'm going to jump into your stars for May 2015. If you would like a personal in-depth reading from me, it would be so wonderful for you. It's very in-depth, it's very good. There's different ways of doing it. You can get a one question, you can get a diamond spread, you can get a full reading. If you go off to my website and have a quick look on there, if you want to email me, it's info@huskylight.com. My website is huskylight.com. Have a look at the readings and gifts page. I've also started doing dream reports as well. I've decided to start pulling in my resources from all my years of experience and all my years of being esoteric, and my stars and my spells and my dream, things that I've done for absolute years as a hobby, or slightly more as a hobby, and concentrated on quite well over the years, that I know sort of backwards and inside out and upside down. So I'm starting to pull them all in a little bit now, and get them up. So if you'd like to go and have a look at the website, go and pick yourself a reading. It doesn't have to be one of the expensive ones. We've got the full readings right down to the cheaper ones for just one question. And I say I've also got the dream reports as well. Dreams are really, really important. They're a really good way for your angels to get through to you. They're trying to get a message through to you and you don't understand what they're saying. They will keep knocking until you get it. So maybe if you've got something like that going on, drop me a line, and I'll help you out with that and get a full report together for you. Right, thank you very much for listening to me go on and on and on. And it's time for your stars. Okay, so take care. Namaste. Hi Scorpio. Right, this is yours. May 2015. Hope you enjoy them. Right, we're starting off with the 9 of Wands. in the reverse position, 9 of Wands in reverse. Wands are very spiritual. Wands are, it's your dream state, it's the esoteric state, your dreams and everything else. Trouble is, when the 9 of Wands in reverse comes up, you're not particularly feeling very spiritual at the moment for most of you. You might feel like you've got too many material concerns going on in your life. Yeah, too many functional things going on. You're not feeling particularly spiritual at all. Don't seem to be that in touch with the angels, some of you. But remember that to be your happiest, to be the best you can be, you need to have as even a balance as you can of mind, body and spirit, all three encompassed. So when you are just concentrating on the material things and everything, you're not going to be as happy. You are best when you're doing body, mind and spirit, when you've got everything in a good balance. But really, for quite a few of you, you're just not going to feel it this month. Not everybody, this is a general reading for Scorpios, but some of you are going to feel that some of you really are just sort of thinking, I just need to be getting on with, I've got all this other stuff to be going on with. Try though during the month though, to stay on the good side of your angels and the universe. You never know when you're going to need them. So try. Though I know that, Scorpios, I mean, you're very deep, very, very deep, and usually you are very spiritual. You like getting into the dark side of things, you like going deep. It just seems you have a lot on your plate for some of you this month. And we've got teamed up with the Ace of Cups. So, Ace of Cups, things are getting better, things are looking up for most Scorpios this month. People around you will respond to you with a smile on their face, with happiness. Things are going all right, things are getting better, you should be feeling better. Work-wise, there's a promotion for some of you on the way. If you're unemployed and looking for work, it says that there's the perfect job likely to come your way this month as well. It's all out there for you, you just got to find it. Ace of Cups, it's such a lovely card. Committed relationships, they're just going to get deeper for you, for some of you. If you're looking, it's a nice encouraging start. For some of you, this is if you are ready and in the market to start a relationship. If you're personally ready to start a relationship, then yeah, very encouraging. I think a few of you will also, going back to finances, you might find a new way of bringing in new money this month for some of you. Definitely sort of new money. So it's not money that's going to come from a regular job or something like that. It's new money coming in to you. Let me know about that one. 8 of Swords in reverse. You need to trust yourself. I feel that a lot of you, you're about ready to take some important steps and make some important changes in your life. And once you've made up your mind to do that, you do. By golly, you do. You've made, there's been a lot of personal decisions you've made recently. You've just got to step out and do it. Some of you, I feel, have got this bit of fear there, and I know that there's emotions coming up this month as well that you've got to sort out and deal with and move through. But it's like you're almost about to take that first step. Trust yourself. Really trust yourself. All of this is possible. All of this is possible that you're thinking about. For some of you, I feel in a love relationship that has been going on a while, for a committed love relationship. Not all of you, for some of you, I actually feel that there could be some arguments with this card during the month. And you know what? There'll be silly little arguments that you have about who's making the dinner tonight, what you're watching on telly, why is your partner nicked the remote control again. There'll be silly little arguments, but there is something deeper underneath the surface that you need to get to the bottom of. It's because you're having that argument, there's deeper things underneath. So what you're actually arguing about means nothing. It's the thoughts, the feelings, the words underneath that you need to get to the bottom of, to sort out. And we've got the Ace of Cups, so I know that some of you are ready for a new relationship and you're to go forward, and that's brilliant, and it's coming your way this month. I do feel for some of you though, you think that you're ready for a new relationship when in fact you're not. It's a sort of a hint that you need to work on yourself a little bit more, work on your emotions a little bit more, work on loving yourself and feeling better about yourself. Once you've done that, and once you are happy with yourself, you've got more confidence, then you can move forward to a new relationship. But you can't bring anyone into a new relationship with you and expect them to fill you up. You have to be whole first. There's a few of you that are not whole yet, and it's something to do with these emotions that will come up. Hopefully when the emotions come up, you will deal with them and sort them. This will go an awful long way to sorting that out for you. Finances, make sure that you are dotting your I's and crossing your T's. Just make sure that everything's as it should be. You're checking everything. You can't control everything, Scorpio. You can't look after everything. You can't plan for every single unexpected event that may or may not happen. And I know you like to do that. I know that you don't like surprises. I know that you don't particularly like change. But once you change, you really do, big time. But just make sure you've got all your bits in order. But if you've missed anything, don't worry about it, because you can't cover everything. And don't beat yourself up about it either. If there's a lot, right, this is either talking about you, Scorpio, or somebody around you. Queen of Wands, a lot of fire energy. She's a Wands again, so she's your dream state, universe, that sort of thing. She mysterious. She's got a really uplifting energy. This is either somebody that's coming into your life with these sort of energies, or you've got these energies. You're taking on some of this. So actually, she might seem a little bit self-absorbed. Like she's got a lot on her mind, or it could be you that you've got a lot on your mind, so you might appear to some just a little bit standoffish, self-absorbed. If any of you are trying to conceive, she is a very feminine, sexy girl. So it might happen for you this month. If this is somebody in your life, they usually got blondish hair. For some of you men out there, if you meet her, if this is the woman, she'll have hair on the lighter side, and you actually might think she's a bit self-absorbed, or she's not quite as interested as you want her to be. Trust yourself on that one. She is. Okay. She is. It's just the way she comes off to you. So don't doubt yourself. You've got so much help and assistance available to you this month, but you don't see it. It seems to be around you, but you're not taking advantage of it, some of you, or you're too proud and stubborn. Thank you. Spirits just said too proud and stubborn to get others to help you or allow others to help you. Don't do that. You need help sometimes. You give a lot. Let somebody give to you. Because sometimes you can be the most generous person ever, and other times you can just shut yourselves off. I actually think some of you won't actually feel all that generous this month, or have the capacity that you would normally have to be generous to other people. But if somebody offers you help this month, take it. It's like cutting off your nose to spite your face and being stubborn. Don't do it. Accept the help, because realise that they're doing it with love, that they're offering it with love. And if you were to say no and refuse it, you could really hurt somebody's feelings during May. You could inadvertently, without, I know you wouldn't do it deliberately, you could hurt somebody's feelings though, doing it. Again, looking for love, you need to be a little bit more open. But be happy in yourself when you're looking for it, or else it won't manifest at all. And I mean, we've got, if you look at the last two cards, there's a lot of green in there. It's a lot of heart chakra openings. Very feminine card is the Queen of Coins as well. She's another one. So definitely there could be news of babies around this month, or conceiving, if you're looking to conceive. And if you're not, be careful. Be really, really careful. Somebody new could come into your romantic life this month. And be happy about it, be upbeat about it, be pleased about it. They will, you don't have to put yourself, oh, how can I say it? You don't have to do handstands and cartwheels to get somebody's attention this month. You will have that attention if you want it, and if you're ready for it. You'll have to know if you're ready for it. But if you're ready for it, actually, they'll automatically sort of be attracted to you. And that's definitely coming in for you. But if this is a woman who's coming into your life, men, a very stereotypical woman, very feminine. And girls, Scorpio girls, you need to take on a bit more femininity. I nearly didn't say that word right. You need to take it on a bit more. Balance your male and female a bit more. So, I mean, we're getting on for good weather now. Let's get the dresses out and the sandals and put a bit of slap on if we need to, and make sure that we look our best all month. I think, especially for female Scorpios, there will be some opportunities coming up during the month for you, and you need to look your best. Know that you're looking your best. You don't want to be caught off guard. And make sure that others, if you make a decision and you tell somebody else about your decision, it doesn't matter whether they understand you or not. It doesn't matter whether they disagree with you. Just make sure you're clear with them. It's not your problem if they don't get why you're doing something, or why you've made a certain decision, or why you think the way you think. That's their problem, it's not yours. You've told them what you're doing, you've told them the decision. It's up to them then to sort it out themselves. Focus on yourselves this month, please, as well. Make sure that you're looking after yourself this month. I feel for some of you, you might get some niggling pains here and there, back pain during the month, that you need to rest up. Occasionally you're putting yourself out there too much, you're overdoing things in some cases, and you're getting tired, and you're pulling muscles, and you're bruising yourself, and you're running around and everything. You need to look after yourself and nurture yourself a little bit more this month, please. Yeah, I'm being told again, you can't do it all on your own. When that person comes and offers you help this month, take it in whatever way they are offering it. Depends what sort of Scorpio you are. It could be in a financial sense, it could be in a work sense, it could be in a love relationship, it could be in a family dynamic. But accept the help, because you do it for them. You would put yourself out for anybody else in a heartbeat, even though this month you might not feel quite as generous, but usually you do. So when somebody else does it for you, allow them to. Does not mean you're weak in any way, shape or form. Scorpios, you're one of the strongest signs I know. So don't go there with that one. But there's a lot of new opportunities coming up for you during the month, if you are ready, emotionally ready to take them. With the ace, there's a lot of offerings coming through, so almost like a gift from the gods. So watch out for those. I'm really pleased that I've brought that card up for you. Some of you, in fact I'd say probably over 60% of you, by the end of May, you will have a smile on your face. You will be smiling so much more than you usually do, and feeling so much better, and so much more balanced by the end of the month as well. Whatever emotions come up, just deal with them during the month, and it'll bode well for you. It'll bode really well for you, and yeah, there'll be some smiling, happy Scorpios by the end of the month who will be feeling a lot better about themselves and a lot better about their situations and what's going on around them. So I'm really pleased for you. So have a wonderful month, Scorpio. Let me know how it's going, and namaste. I love you all. Bye.